Yeah. All right, guys, we're hitting 40 people. I think we can start the conversation. We have so much to show you today. I would like to first introduce myself. I'm Andre. I'm VP of Revenue at Team-GPT. In my past life, I worked at Microsoft in marketing, and I've had a career in that area. And today I'm joined by Simona and Maggie from our product and marketing teams. And I'll let them introduce themselves. Maybe Simona, you can start and give a quick overview about you.
Of course, yeah. Thank you, Andre. So I'm Simona. I'm the head of product at Team-GPT. In my past life, I was the director of marketing for another startup, an educational startup. It was very, very exciting. For sure, being heading product in an AI startup is the most exciting job that I have done. Doesn't feel like a job right now. It feels like this crazy challenge, and it's been a crazy ride. So I'm very looking forward to the conversation. Maggie?
Hi everyone, my name is Maggie. I'm a product marketer at Team-GPT. In my past life, I was a student majoring in business administration and journalism and mass communications, and I have this pride that I joined Team-GPT as number 7. I was the first hire, and I'm a why a product marketer? Because after a couple of months, after I joined Team-GPT, I realized that I'm actually really product curious. So yeah, so maybe on my
Awesome.
past life, I was also a growth marketer, and
Yeah.
then I became a
You're
product marketer.
you're everything, Maggie. Guys, okay, so let's go through the agenda and what's the objectives for today. So our product has evolved a lot over the last few months, and we thought of doing the session for one, showing you everything that's new, but also talk a bit about to our marketing users that have been taking so much advantage of the platform, but also to new people that are either curious and just to see how it works. So we're going to host this session about Team-GPT for marketing, where we're going to talk about a bit of a Q&A for 10 minutes on, sorry, not Q&A, a bit of questions from my side to Moni and Maggie on um, trends in marketing and what they're they seeing, because this is what we also do on our day to day. So we're speaking from a place of the same challenges that some of the people have been facing and the same opportunities. And then what we're really interested in showing you is how we use Team-GPT for our own work so that you can take advantage of it and copy some of the things. And we also have a bit of a surprise. We just released a new feature that we've been prepping in the background, and we're going to show it live during one of the workflows. Simona is going to tell you which one when the time comes. But it's something I'm
Uh,
super excited about.
it went
Yeah.
it went on production 30 minutes ago.
Yes. It just went
Yeah.
live on purpose to show you. And then at the end, there'll be time for Q&A and any questions that you might have, pop it in the chat and we'll address them. So yeah, this is the plan for today. Let's get started. So I'd like to kick off a quick discussion with the team. And I'll start with Moni. I'd love if there's a lot of marketers in this call, in this group,
Mm.
and you've coming from your experience background in the area, what are the trends that you're seeing in AI and in marketing and its workflows? How do you see, have you seen it evolve over the last in the past?
Oh, yeah. So basically, back in the dawn of AI, of generative AI, even back in 2017, 2016, when I was starting in marketing, the marketers were already using AI. We already had like something like GPT-3 and various tools that would help with content creation. Then when the big introduction of GPT-4 came about, I think we all noticed that in general, marketers and I think some other functions, they were a bit afraid, a bit scared of what is happening to their jobs, to their functions. AI seemed to be making strides, and there was like this fear. And now what we're seeing over the last 2 years is that basically in all industries across the board, the marketing function is the one that is most actively and most reliably adopting AI, especially Gen AI, especially for content generation and creation. And I think that that's very, it is very interesting. It is very impressive. At the same time, we are just getting started. You know that 2025 has been deemed the year of agents, right? And autonomous workflows and that kind of stuff, which we're not tapping into yet. They're just developing. And this is, I think everybody is excited. I know that we have a couple of team members on the team who are playing around with them. It's evolving fast, and marketers are really at the forefront across all industries. There's like various reports everywhere that this is where AI is penetrating the most and most consistently. Have you noticed? Have you noticed anything on your side?
I fully agree. I think when GPT came out, a lot of marketers thought like, oh, I'm going to lose my job. And then the messaging has completely shifted to actually we can fulfill and do so much more. And the marketers have embraced it, which I'm very proud of. So thank you for embracing it and taking charge in this AI journey. What do you see talking about a bit more about the marketing side of things? What are the most common challenges you see or users using a tool like ours have successfully addressed using the platform?
Well, there are a lot of parts of the workflow where AI is coming in for marketers. I don't want to say that it's everywhere, but I think it's virtually everywhere. We have image generation, we have video generation now. I mean, we're gonna talk about content generation, of course, but one thing that I want to say, so to backstep a little bit. In the marketer's workflow, I think AI is basically touching every touch point. It can be integrated and it can be inserted into every touch point to increase efficiency at the very least, or to help marketers make better predictions, or to analyze data better, or to be more strategic, or do better strategic decisions. One funny thing that I want to share from our team is that Maggie started as a marketer with AI. She's an AI enabled marketer, and her entire workflow has AI in it. She is the biggest power user of Team-GPT in Team-GPT, and she cannot do her work without AI. So this is how much and how easily it can be integrated. And people starting out with marketing just now, I don't think that they will do traditional marketing. It will absolutely shift. It is already shifting how we do it. But I can speak to a couple of specific problems that Gen AI and AI in general is solving for marketers. The biggest one would be the blank page problem. We never have to start from scratch. We always have a sparring partner. That used to be such a scary thing for anybody when I was working back in the day without much AI. The other thing is there's a very quick feedback loop. So you have an instant editor in the face of AI. You can very quickly optimize. You can very, very quickly, impersonate somebody else's point of view and just tailor the content for that. Personalization at scale, that's a massive one. With the fact that AI is making us much more efficient and much faster, this doesn't mean that marketers' work or our work in general stops on Wednesday because we've done everything. Actually, we just get to do more. We get to do it better. And personalization is one of the big strengths. You produce a messaging for one segment, and then you can very quickly produce it for another almost instantaneously. So that's really powerful, I believe.
That's very
There are
cool.
more, but I'm gonna open it up for maybe Maggie wants to say something, or you want to say something.
I want to ask Maggie something because I want to touch on what you said about Maggie being an AI marketer, and it's a compliment. And I think for anyone listening that's looking to adopt AI, sometimes there's resistance and fear, and this should be embraced from leadership top down, and that's what we're trying to do, right? So
Yeah.
I want to ask the question to Maggie, which is like on your day-to-day, what are the tasks that you or users are finding kind of easier to do with AI and kind of enhance their outputs?
Simona and I were at the office the other day. and we were joking that the Gen Zs are now clever because they're they're basically entering their careers having AI. And she said that Google was that for millennials, and now Gen Zs can take it over and can be even smarter. But yeah, so from what we at Team-GPT are seeing, and from what I've seen for myself, because I also needed some time to basically adopt AI and start using AI. So I have a pre-AI phase also. So first, creating content is a huge time saver. Um, Marketers are now writing blog posts, emails, and social media copy much faster than before. And as also Simona said, the blank page problem, that's no longer there. So it's a lot easier for everyone to create content. Second, repurposing content. I think a lot of people use a lot of marketers use AI for this because again, instead of starting from scratch every time marketers are quickly adapting existing materials for various different channels, and something that was a blog post can become for a social media campaign, for example, an email series, website copy for landing pages, and so on and so forth, with much less effort. Also, research is so much quicker right now. Teams can gather insights and check out what competitors are doing in a fraction of a time, basically, of what it used to take. And they are analyzing many trends a lot easier than before. And basically, when the routine stuff takes a lot less time, marketers can focus a lot more on actually being creative or being strategic on planning and so on. So basically, they're spending less time on the grind. And actually, all these workflows that I mentioned, we're going to show. So to everyone watching,
Yeah, let's do
stay
it. I'm
tuned.
excited.
No,
Maggie,
but
before we go
before,
to, sorry, just let me ask you a question. Before you go to that, could you tell us a success story from a customer? Because I think that's important. One thing is us saying, but I think sharing from existing customers is super important and to inspire also. So is there a specific customer that achieved great results recently using the platform for marketing stuff?
Yeah, we did a really interesting, in my opinion, case study with House of Growth, which is an SEO agency, because basically they reported that they doubled their content output from 80 to 160 articles per month with the same team size, because they basically built a system where writers input their topic and keywords and generate SEO outlines in just like a couple of minutes with Team-GPT, with AI. And this workflow saved them, I think, more than 80, if I remember correctly, hours of work per month. And basically, they told us that now they're able to generate a lot of content in minutes, which has completely transformed their workflow. And we actually created a playbook with them that's on our website, where John Oz, the CEO of House of Growth, recorded 3 tutorials where he shows exactly how they do this NLP friendly paragraphs, article outlines, step by step. And I think it's a very good resource for SEO people. Also, there's a creative agency that uses Team-GPT, The Crew, which they told us that they have cut their content production time by up to 60% using Team-GPT, because they're now creating more and more marketing material. So basically, both companies found that their content quality actually improved because their experts could focus on the strategy and creative work, as I mentioned before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Really cool. We'll drop the case studies and you can follow and copy some of the workflows, which might be useful to everyone.
Mm.
I would say maybe it's time to get into action. What do you think? Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this part. This part was very interesting to me. There's like so many other talking points that we can. Maybe we should do a separate webinar where we just go deep dive into this.
I would
Yeah.
suggest at the end of the webinar, if the participants could tell us what do they want to hear about in terms of marketing next, that would be super cool for us because we also need inspiration. AI can only help us until a certain point. Let's start. Okay, let's start the fun part of demo of kind of core marketing applications. And who's going to go first? Maggie, are you the chosen one to get us started?
Yes, I'm gonna go first. I just need to make sure that I'm sharing the right screen over here. Okay, can you let me know if you see Team-GPT in front of you?
We see Team-GPT.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you bigger. Yeah.
From what I see Moni there on the screen. I don't know if okay. So I am very excited to do this demo, and I cross my fingers that everything will work as planned because I feel like live demos have been cursed the second they were invented. So it's exciting for me that I will be presenting my actual AI marketing workflows with Team-GPT to marketers in front of me. So first workflow I'm going to show will be about campaign planning because mostly all the things we execute as marketers goes through planning, or at least I think it should be this way. So how to plan a campaign inside Team-GPT. This is my Team-GPT workspace, and for the purpose of this demo, let's imagine that we have a big client of Team-GPT, which is McDonald's. So, oh no, actually, when I was when I was rehearsing this demo, I thought that we should do McDonald's as a client for Team-GPT, but then I figured that actually it will make more sense if I show it as I'm a marketing agency, as I'm a person from a marketing agency, because I actually saw that there are some people that are going to watch this demo that are people from agencies. So let's imagine that we have this big client, McDonald's, and over here in my left sidebar in Team-GPT, I have created a project for this client. So that project contains all information and work that I've done for them. As you can see, we have also our collaborators over here. Some other people have done some chats in that project. And I have also created some projects, and I have shared it with relevant people from my team. So first, before I begin, I would like to show you project knowledge and what project knowledge inside Team-GPT does. So when you add content in project knowledge, which can be project information, example outputs, links, files, and so on and so forth, the AI automatically will reference this knowledge inside of every chat that is inside the project. And also all team members can access and basically use the same information, which for me is literally a time saver. And as you can see, the project knowledge I have added over here is a persona. You're a marketer and you work for McDonald's marketing campaigns. Your purpose is to support our agency team in creating marketing materials and so on and so forth. As you can see, the information that I have given the AI is a lot because basically the more context you give the AI, the better response you will receive. And if I provide all of this context inside the chat, it will basically the context will be flooded. At some point, it will probably the AI will start to hallucinate. And with project knowledge, this context is sent to the AI with every message that I'm going to send. So basically, the AI will keep that in mind throughout the whole conversation, not just only at the beginning and then basically forget about it. So over here, I have added some links that are basically some information about McDonald's, who we are, what's our purpose, and so on and so forth. We have something over here that is not relevant that I will need to delete. And then I also have some files. For example, I have the McDonald's brand book that is, of course, important for every marketer that's gonna build content for a brand. So back to our campaign plan. Let's say that McDonald's is launching the Team-GPT actually called it, chat-gpt called it Mac Sunrise Bowl, because I was brainstorming with AI for this demo. So this is a brand new product that's basically a super healthy bowl that has protein, greens, and so on inside. And we want to as an agency that's working for McDonald's, we will need to generate a good content plan for launching basically this new product of McDonald's. So I will open the prompt library of our Team-GPT workspace that has dozens or I don't know, if not hundreds of prompts that we've separated in different folders over here for better organization. And I'm going to open the marketing folder and go into campaign management. And I will click on the campaign planning prompt. This is a pre-saved prompt that I can reuse multiple times. And as you can see inside the prompt, I have some so-called variables. So how variables work is that they have different values on every use. So you can use this prompt thousands of times and change some important details. For example, the target audience, budget, timeline in our case, and so on. I will add my information that I have prepared in advance because I didn't want to waste time. But these are going to be our campaign details. Basically, we need to position the Mac Sunrise Bowl as a customizable, nutritious breakfast solution. Then for the target audience, I'm also going to copy paste it. My target audience is young professionals, health conscious, of course, college students, and people that basically care about their health. For budget, I will say, let's say it's 3 million. And it's just a dream for me to spend 3 million on a marketing campaign. And let's say that the timeline is 3 to 4 months. And so I will click on continue. And as you can see, now I have in front of me the full prompt, and everything that I have put inside the variables is now inside my prompt. And let's see what Claude will generate. Okay, it is giving me some code that I would like it to fix. I will say, give it to me in a better format. Don't use code. Okay. It's pretty long, by the way. It's generating a lot of stuff. It is generating a lot of stuff because we basically have a lot of prod knowledge inside that project. So because it has the brand book, and also information about McDonald's as a company. It basically has a lot of context. So I think that this is pretty good. So after I'm ready with this, I will ask the AI to give me some KPIs and order them in a table format so that they're clear for me. And so, as you can see, we have our KPIs over here, and we kind of have this outline of a campaign strategy ready. Basically, LLMs, large language models as Claude and GPT, they're really good in Markdown. So basically, I oftentimes ask it to regenerate the content and put it in a whatever format, whether if it's table or just add bullet points or whatever it is. So I'm going to go back up here where we have our outline, and I'm going to fork this chat. I'm going to click on this button over here. Forking basically allows you to create a copy of existing chat and continue the conversation in a different direction. And this is a feature that we have because in Team-GPT, because it is particularly useful for team collaboration and exploring different topics, different aspects of a topic, which is basically what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fork this chat from this message, just so I have only the right context without the KPIs, because I don't need them from what I'm gonna do next. And I will prompt the AI. Let's brainstorm about social media a bit. Give me examples of messaging and social media posts. Okay. And now the AI will start basically helping me brainstorm on the topic. As you can see, we can see basically how the core messaging, and we can then ask the AI to change this, to add different messaging. And here you can see we have some Instagram post examples, TikTok content ideas, LinkedIn strategy, and so on. So cool. You just saw how Team-GPT can help you plan a campaign in just a couple of minutes, I believe, with project knowledge and the readily available prompts that I had inside my prompt library. And I think that I'm done with my first workflow that I wanted to show you guys. And I will pass this to Simona. She's actually going to now talk about workflows that we go through in Team-GPT every week or every month. So what you're gonna see is real, really real.
All right. So before I take it, I do want to ask Andre. Andre, is this the time where I announce or show the new feature? Is this how we do it? All right.
Simona, you're in charge. Let's do it.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna share my screen, and I think everybody can see it. It's the same workspace that Maggie was sharing, and so we had something prepared for this. Basically, before going into our real life workflows, where Maggie and I collaborate back and forth a lot, I was going to do a workflow about how we can do competitor research in Team-GPT, because that's also something that you do as a marketer, and you have to kind of like get information from basically the web for that kind of stuff. So before I go that direction, though, I will show you the new thing we built, right? So the new tool that we just launched, it's called the Prompt Builder. And basically what this tool lets us do, what it helps us do, is create prompts that are effective, that are very well structured, that are following all the best practices for prompt building from just a simple description of a task. I'm going to take you through the whole flow so you can see how it works, and I'm going to use kind of like a real life example of how I would go about a task related to doing some competitor research. So I'm going to use, again, Maggie's example with McDonald's being our client. So I'm going to describe my task, and let's say I'm going to paste it in here. Let's say I want to do competitor research to find out what unique value propositions McDonald's companies emphasize in their messaging. So this is as simple as it gets. This is the prompt that I'm going to start with. And now I'm going to power up the prompt builder. So what the prompt builder here is going to do, it's going to start guiding me to add more information so it can make the prompt much more, much better. So it can actually do the task that I wanted to do. It's trying to get information from me, which I didn't know that I had to add. So which specific competitors would I like to focus on? Let's say that I want to focus on Burger King, Wendy's, and KFC's. What's the intended use? It is for marketing strategy. So I'm just going to pop that in here. And would you like this analysis to include visual branding elements or focus? I think it's focusing strictly on verbal textual messaging for now. If I feel like there could be more questions, I can actually, add another question in here, and I can do that iteratively. Should it focus on a specific geographic market? Let's say this is the geographic market that we want to focus on. And I'm happy with the information that I've provided. If I'm not, I can just always add more questions and then answer to see if there's like anything that I didn't think of. But I'm going to hit continue. And now the prompt builder is basically going to take my initial task that I wanted to do. It's going to take the context that I gave it when I was answering the questions. And it's going to pop up a ready-to-use prompt that I can put to use in Team-GPT. The reason that it's taking a bit of time is because there's actually a couple of things happening behind. There are a couple of agents that are speaking to each other. They're refining each other's work so we can get to the point here. But you can see that we have a prompt ready to use, and it's following absolutely all of the best practices for prompt building. So one of the most important things, and it's very, very effective when you're writing prompts, is to use XML tags. This is organizing and structuring the content extremely well for the LLMs, the large language models, and they really understand exactly what needs to happen at any point. But you can see that it's adding a persona, it's adding the initial context, it's adding the task, it's giving a step-by-step breakdown as to how the task should be completed. This is also very, very helpful and useful, and it's advising how the output should be structured. Now, if I wanted to edit this a bit, I can do it right here. I can say use only reputable sources. And now I can copy this. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to pop it directly into the web chat. And I'll tell you why in a bit. But I'll also hit save and use. What save and use is going to do, it's going to load the prompt in a brand new chat, but that's not exactly what I want to do. I want to start my chat in my McDonald's project. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm just going to very quickly show you the prompt where it got saved. So it got added to the prompt library, and Maggie already showed you this, but I just wanted to highlight this as well. This is where it's showing up. And if you want to organize it, you can just drag and drop it into one of the folders here and keep it neat and tidy. So I'm going back to doing the task. So I'm going to go onto my McDonald's project that has all of the project knowledge, which is shared. I also have access to it, even though it was Maggie that was setting it up. And I'm going to go into the web tab. So the web tab here, it's allowing me actually to tap into a live web search. It's using Perplexity. It's powered by the latest model. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the prompts that I just generated with the prompt builder, and I'm going to run it. this will produce research that's coming live from the web. You're gonna see that it has some references. When it finishes generating, we can go through what it's actually produced. And I'm gonna pause to drink a little bit of water because the AI is working hard for me. I cannot see you guys, but I can see Maggie laughing, and that makes my day.
I was, yeah. I was.
While you're prepping, I just want to say it's 6:37. Yeah, keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna be very quick. Okay, so basically what we did is we used Perplexity. We did a live search. We have some references in here that are telling us where the information is coming from. Sometimes there are more references, sometimes there are less references. Actually, when I was running this initially, there were much more, and this is the curse of the demo where it's breaking down a little bit. But yeah, this is how to use live web search. I can, because Andre mentioned the time, I'm not going to go into the next step of this workflow, but it's effectively building up a strategy based on this information already. And that was the prompt builder. And I really hope that you guys use it. You share feedback. As head of product, this would be like collecting feedback on the prompt builder is my #1 responsibility and focus. So please share it back. And Andre, back to you. Sorry that it took so long.
Awesome. So I think we'll have time to one more just workflow, which is repurposing content.
That's my favorite one.
Okay. So let's get into it. What do you have to show us?
Who's gonna start, Maggie? And which one do you want to do?
I think that you should start as a product person.
Okay.
And give me
Sure.
me basically the information I'll need to repurpose.
Perfect. Okay, I'm starting. I don't know why I stopped sharing my screen, so I'm going to share it again, and you guys are seeing this. All right, so the place where I am right now is product requirements. As part of my daily job and the jobs of the rest of the product team, we have to build product requirements that basically specify what is the feature that we're going to be building next. They have various details inside of them, and I'm just going to walk you through how we do that very quickly, and then I'm going to pass it on to Maggie. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the / button, and I'm going to write PRD in here. That's a product requirements document. And this is a saved prompt, and this is another way that I can code a saved prompt in the chat without actually going in the library if I know what I want to use. So this here is going to build a prompt exactly like I wanted to get built, and it's also building it in a project. Sorry, I'm going to go back for a second. That has a lot of context inside of it. It has, again, it's different context, not the same that Maggie showed. It's for this specific project. It has all of the guidelines. It has example previous product documents that we have built that it's using as a reference point. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna pop in this, and I'm gonna fill out the variables, because this is something that varies every single time with each new feature. All right, I'm gonna go in here. Then the user persona. So I'm actually building this for the prompt builder that I just showed you, and this is almost exactly how we built it. There was a little bit more back and forth, but that's very much the essence of it. So once I fill those in, I'm going to hit send, and it's going to start generating the product requirements documents. Now, I do want to fast forward, but I cannot fast forward. So let's hope.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. All right. So here's what happened. I have exactly what I wanted in the exact format that I wanted it. This is how we give feature requirement documents to our engineering team. And at this point, this goes into, like, we share this document with the team, and it goes into production. And once this thing goes into production, we know that we've started working on it. We know that we have, it's gonna get live. I would do something, I would move, sorry, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna create a fork of this chat. This is a copy of a chat which which Maggie told you about previously. I'm going to fork my chat just to create a copy, and then I'm going to move it into the product. Is it product updates or marketing? Into the product marketing.
Product marketing, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move it into the product marketing project, right? And why am I moving it into the product marketing project? I'm moving it because that project has specific knowledge for product marketing. And now Maggie will be able to take this chat, which is also, I want to specify something. It's also kind of marked as a to-do task. So each new feature that is ready to have some product marketing stuff done for it and some documentation or resources prepared goes into here as the to-do status. And Maggie knows that this is something that is pending and needs some attention. And I'm going to pass it on to Maggie here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually sharing my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
I'm genuinely excited about this workflow because we're gonna be releasing the communication about this specific feature next week. So I'm basically gonna do my work live.
That's what I was gonna say, and I forgot.
Yeah.
Literally, that was my line.
So this is the product announcement. This is the product announcement video, Maggie. So make it super formal, all in a row, and you don't need to record it again.
Yeah. You'll see how I will basically execute my whole workflow that I needed to do next week, actually, on Monday, and I'm gonna do it today. But yeah, so I'm going to open the product marketing project, and as you can see, those are the tasks that needed to be done that are done already. And here I have the shared chat. Simona showed you all about the project knowledge, so I guess I don't need to show you that. So I'd like to repurpose Simona's PRD into a video script, since I am recording these walkthrough videos of all new Team-GPT features that I'm putting in a lot of guides on our website and so on. So I will add this prompt, video walkthrough video script generation. So yeah, I have this prompt, which basically says create a video script for a feature walkthrough video. This script will be used to onboard new users to a new feature for the target audience. I'd say non-technical Team-GPT users. Okay, so as you can see, no, I actually will go back in a second. With this release, we have something very exciting also in the project knowledge, which is an example output. And I wanted to mention this because actually LLMs work the best if they have some example outputs, and that's why we added it to project knowledge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my other tab that I think you should see now. And I'm going to open our tools inside Team-GPT. Do you guys, can you please just confirm if you see the other tab, because I'm not sure if I'm sharing
the prompt builder.
The tools one. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so here we have many different tools, which basically what they do is they integrate with AI, and their idea is to save our users time on routine work. So I will go into this speech to text tool, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to upload the last video that I recorded as for another feature, but this video I actually recorded the other day. So I'm going to put my video over here, and yeah, it basically gives me the transcript of my video. So I'm going to copy it, go back to my other tab that I'm going to share now. I hope you guys see it, and I'm going to put my video transcript as project knowledge, because now when I'm creating the other walkthrough video, I would like to keep kind of like the same structure. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to call my prompt again, walkthrough video script. non-technical Team-GPT users. Okay, I'm gonna click on continue, and I'll ask the AI to generate. Okay, it's basically creating the outline of my script and what I can do next, but I don't think that we have the time. I can basically ask the AI to script it word by word and give me the exact words that I should say on the video. So can you?
You can go, Maggie. You can execute
Okay,
the rest
okay.
of the workflow.
Okay, yeah. So I'd like to create a landing page from this new prompt builder feature. And for this, I will actually use, again, our new prompt builder to generate a prompt about the prompt builder. So I will describe my task, generate a product feature landing page. And I'm gonna click on continue. We're just waiting for a couple of seconds. Okay, I'm gonna skip these because we just don't have as much time. And as everyone that knows me, I really like to speaking. To yap. Yes. I didn't want to say yap, but okay. So I guess because this is a live demo, the prompt builder won't work as expected. So yeah, let's imagine that that we have generated a prompt, and I am going to go back in my project, and I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna basically write the same prompt, generate a product feature landing page considering this. Okay, and so now it should take all the project knowledge that we have over here. We have some landing pages in product knowledge, project knowledge, so that it should generate a landing page that's basically pretty similar to what our actual landing pages look on the website. And so I'm gonna stop sharing now and maybe ask Moni to show you kind of the second to last part of the workflow.
And I'm gonna ask Andrea again if we have time, and it
it's okay.
kind of feels okay.
No, finish. It's fine. We'll do a rapid fire Q&A of 5
Rapid
minutes.
fire. All right, just give me 1 second. Okay. So and the last part that we almost have rehearsed of our process, where we genuinely heavily collaborate, is we create a lot of marketing communication around release notes. Like we do product updates, we do LinkedIn posts after, we send emails to users, and so on and so forth. So what I want to showcase here is, while in the previous examples and like workflows that we showed, we were always using prompts kind of like to get the conversation going. Here, I have a project called Release Notes that has all the information needed, specific just inside of the project itself, including how the output should be structured. This just landed today, so I'm gonna put it there for the next webinar, and some examples of real life release notes. Now, because I wasn't sure if we're gonna have time for this, I actually didn't prepare my text to copy. So I'm just gonna find it very, very quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna post in here. I'm just gonna pop in what our developers are giving us when they do a release, when something is live. And based off of this, we're gonna create some release notes. No prompts, nothing. This is just like super fast fire execution of that. Now, what my prompts inside of Project Knowledge is doing, it's identifying features that will need more attention in the release notes, and I need to add some information about these features in order to generate proper release notes. And I will, and I'm just gonna do this so we can get the release notes in here. Perfect. And this takes me usually less than 2 minutes to put together. We do this in a single chat. Usually we do it in the course of one chat for the whole month because we have our product updates communication happening monthly. And what happens from this point on, you guessed it, I'm going to fork the chat and I'm going to send it to product updates, which is what Maggie is working, where Maggie is working on for this type of communication, and then she takes it from here and she executes her magic on her side. My work is much lazier than her work is.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to show just, we have 2 minutes, but do you want to show the pages functionality? Because we never got to that. I would love if we could go into it.
I can show you. I can show pages for the remaining 2 minutes. I can just show you what like could happen from then on. I'm going to go to my product updates, project knowledge, where I actually have some information about the Team-GPT, some product update
Maggie,
emails
I would
that
say
I have.
maybe we could go via the page itself, like one of the prompt outputs that's already done.
Okay,
Just
okay.
time.
Okay, let's see. I can go to product marketing, go to the this thing over here. I can turn into a page. So okay, this is Pages, and Pages is basically an AI editing tool that allows you to edit your content paragraph by paragraph with AI. So what it does, it basically works. You probably will feel as you're in just like a document in Docs. You can write additional stuff. You can delete stuff. You can reorder paragraphs. What you can do is you can select a paragraph, ask the AI to make it shorter, longer, translate, summarize. Also, you can add a custom prompt. For example, make this sound more professional. I'm just experimenting, and then I can replace this paragraph with the new text. I can delete this part over here. So yeah, it basically Pages allow people to easily edit all types of content. I use it for editing articles or emails most of the times. It also has a lot of formatting options, and yeah, it's basically a tool that I use really, really often as a marketer because I usually mainly work with text. And yeah, I think we have 5 minutes for Q&A.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's pretty cool to see a lot. There's a lot of things that connect. I'm really excited about the prompt builder because even when we're talking about the blank page at the beginning, and sometimes even creating a prompt is something that people don't know what to do, and that's why we've created. And by the way, we created a prompt library that the team can post on the chat if you want to copy some pre-made prompts already. But this allows you to think about what you want to do, and based on your specific use case, you're going to have a magic prompt that goes to your library, and everyone can reuse. So there's a lot of cool stuff in there. So thank you to the team for joining me today. I would love to open up for some Q&A for the 4 minutes we have left, and hear what you have to say. So feel free to drop the questions in the chat that you'd like to know, and we'll address them. There is. So a couple ways to do this. On project knowledge, on the right-hand side, there's a tab that says links or URLs, something like that. You can add your URLs there, and it will scrape that page. So let's say if you add teamgpt.com, it's scraping the homepage. So if you want various parts of the website to be scraped, you can scrape it. Like you need to add the various different landing pages. Okay, who wants to take this one?
I can take this one. In my opinion, 100% yes. I am rarely now using GPT, like GPT-4, because basically Claude writes more human-like content. It basically it sounds more natural. So that's why I think that most marketers love Claude. They also dropped a new version. I think last week or the week before. So yeah, I think in my opinion, Claude is a lot more better just because the content, the text it produces, the model produces, is not so AI-ish. So it's harder for people to recognize that you have used AI to generate your content.
It also feels
Thanks,
clever.
yeah. I tend to use ChatGPT for more structured work, like planning or something like that, and then creative work, Claude. But I think you need to try and play with both and see what you like the most.
Now, I'm looking at this question and I'm not entirely sure I understand what the question is asking. Maybe I can provide a little bit more information about how the prompt builder feature is working. It's basically taking all of your context, like it's taking your intention. It's designed to understand what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Then it's doing some clever thinking in the back, and it's thinking, hey, what is more information that I need to make this actually into a better prompt? And then once it collects that information, it just puts everything together. And it creates that prompt that's going to work for what you want to achieve. If that didn't answer your question, feel free to pop a clarification in the chat.
I can answer this one. No, so we have an agreement with Anthropic. We have zero data retention and training on your data, so you are completely safe. This is a good question and good answer. I just complimented myself, but it's the truth. Yeah, I actually addressed this one on the chat. Yes, so if maybe one of the team can share the workspace, we actually created our own. If I can share the screen, this one. Does everyone see it? You can create a persona based on project knowledge. Here we go. So you see actually the second project on the bottom on the left is an agent for our CEO, where under project knowledge, we added everything about him, his personality, his identity, where he's from. We added resources from public sources. And basically, you can add all of this information. And you essentially have this little agent that behaves as a person. I also can give you another example we've done. We're working with a very big university in the US, and they have their research team has created projects with their own research. So imagine I'm a researcher. I added all my research in the project, and I'm ideating what I've done in the past with my own context. So to answer, absolutely. We can also help you set up if you want. Feel free to reach out. Cool. Okay, we have 1 minute, one more question. What safeguards or best practices should agencies follow when using AI-generated content to avoid copyright and compliance issues? That's a good question. That's actually a very good question. I might have to get back to you on it, but I think the main thing for me is just ensuring that the models you're using are not kind of keeping your data, kind of what we talked about Claude and so on. And there's always a human element to it, so double checking with some of the sources. You can use AI for that. One of the things I want to clarify is that AI can help you get 95% of the job done, but they're always having a human just to check it out. We always adjust it, right? So I think for agencies that's super important, and it will accelerate you with like 3 times faster. But having a quick check at the end is always useful. Cool. I think we're on time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. The recording will be available. We will also look for ideas for future webinars in this space. And yeah, anything you need, let us know. You have our contacts here. And yeah, thanks so much. See you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.